17, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. And they're going to mark that where it... Looking to throw. Prescott. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they... It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. They throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a decent return out to the... About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes you don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
From envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it just a few inches left. Play action now, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And he's going to get the first. To throw is Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And down inside the 15. 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott.
And it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
A running play, it's Dowdle. And he is going to be stopped.
It's a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And boy, he is very...
Because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the first down.
Now Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
His confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must meet.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have a run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Here's a 2nd and 5. Robinson, he'll try the left side. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll throw with Penix. That one deep for London. And unable to connect.
That time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that hits at the 6 and carry to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time.
Frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either.
Looking to throw, Penix. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Penix working out of the gun here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes.
The turnover, and they've taken no time working their way.
They'll run with Robinson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Robinson. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they'll start this about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they
wanted enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Prescott. And this throw incomplete.
And got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll be out just a yard or two.
I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that was from the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll run the end around. This is Cooks. And they'll have it in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Prescott. And he's going to go down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off the play fake, Prescott. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. Hit down. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Prescott down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal. With halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Prescott to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Separate him from another reception.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here.
Saying before the start of this drive, let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Offense out there for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game and win one for us.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Again, it's Robinson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Thinking that's watching this, they did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
And he'll take this ahead for him because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Robinson on a give right side. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of it.
Times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good
stride so far. It's 1st and 10. A give left side to Robinson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Robinson up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have 2. It's up and good, and that'll make the score. Honors following the touchdown. On some hitting going on now. This has been the Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On play action, Prescott. Hard throw, incomplete. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time, Prescott on 4th. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Results in no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. False start's going to push him back.
Crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
This is caught at the 20. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20.
Next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And nothing doing. From the 17, they work on 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Able to hit his target, Lamb. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close sound, reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Dowdle is going backward now, 2nd and goal. Now Dak. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. All right, so the Cowboys will go for 2 here.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
To throw, Prescott. That's caught at the 1. And he is in. After the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon.
As soon as the ball was released, big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And we will get a timeout.
How does it feel right now? What are your, actually, what are your thoughts right now?
But we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside.
Is it anger?
Yeah, and you know what makes
Is it
them
regret?
fast? Their ability to read plays.
What are you feeling right now?
Trying to do.
And one of the biggest kicks of the night.
What are you feeling right now?
This to get the lead up to 4.
What's the
And
matter?
kick is
Cock
good.
got your
So you
cock?
wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over.